another episode of Teach It Your Way podcast, where we discuss matters impacting the education system and do what we do best, talk. Today's episode is going to be very brief as we discuss a simple topic. What do teachers want? It is as simple as that. Teachers are blamed for everything. Come on, cut us some slack, please. If a man is murdered, it's because teachers didn't teach problem-solving skills. If there's money laundering or mismanagement of money, it's because teachers didn't teach people to manage their money. Oh, there's already a load that we carry on our shoulders. Help us to carry the load. Make it easier for us to bear, Make it easier on us, please. Okay, so we're going to discuss just 5 things. These are not ranked in any particular order. Based on your perception, you can go ahead and rank it in your mind and rank it in your thoughts, right? Things that teachers want. Number 1, teachers want better and more useful opportunities to partner with parents, stakeholders, and their colleagues. Now, it is vital. Note what I said, it's vital. It's very important that parents and teachers have a good working relationship, right? Teachers are able to give a progress report, ongoing feedback at all times, bi-weekly, monthly, every week. Some parents want it every day. That's kind of not possible sometimes, but some parents do need a daily report, a weekly report, bi-weekly or monthly. So do what works for you based on your time, your flexibility, and your relationship with the parents. But it is important that you foster a good relationship with parents. So we are always on the same page, always on the same wavelength. You're doing what you're supposed to do at home, and I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing at school. So with the two, your child has to or is bound to succeed, right? We need opportunities to work with our stakeholders, people in our communities that we have influence over or people who have influence over us. We should be able to meet and discuss matters impacting our education system. We also need opportunities to get together with our colleagues and share best practices, help each other. So I should be able to say, hey, Campbell, can you come and help me with this lesson? Let's do peer teaching, let's work on this project together. So give us that opportunity to work together with our colleagues, because nobody wants to go to work with sulky coworkers. I don't want to go to work with sulky co-workers, right? Give us opportunities to learn from each other. Now, the second point that we're going to make today is autonomy. Teachers want autonomy and influence over their work. Too many times, government lays out some stipulations and guidelines that are unrealistic for the students that we teach. We're there in the classroom with them. We know them. We know their needs. We know their wants. We know their learning styles. But external factors have so much influence in our classroom that takes away our power, our creativity, our influence. So we really need to strike a balance there with what administration wants, what government wants. So administration is in one ear, government in one ear, 2 of them together saying, do this, do that, don't that, do that. That sounds like a little bit of puppetry to me. So we kind of need a little room for flexibility so our creative juices can flow. I am not saying that we don't need guidance. We do need guidance. We do need standards and things in place for us to follow. But what I'm saying is, do not take complete control from us. When you take complete control from us, the students know. They know They know that you're only saying what the principal or the administration says. They know when you're only saying what government says you're supposed to say. They're not idiots, they know. And parents know that this is not necessarily Mrs. Williams's way. This is definitely what administration wants. So give us a little autonomy. Number 3, resources. Now I know teachers have been asking for resources for centuries, right? So administration, you cannot give us a box of markers September morning and no markers for the rest of the year. I don't really get that. I don't understand that. Like a box of markers probably holds 12. They dry out. They expire. They're finished because we're using them, Don't allow us to have to come to the office to ask for supplies all the time. It should be readily available and we should be given these items, right? No, teachers shouldn't be. I'm so guilty of this. I spend so much money yearly on my classroom to make sure it is print rich. I spend so much money yearly ensuring that my classroom has materials to make my students more comfortable and that learning is easier and teaching is easier. Money that I think should not be coming from my pocket, and I'm not compensated for it. Some of the things I buy, and I don't complain about those, are things that administration probably thinks is not necessary, right? But I want to purchase it to make my teaching more effective, the learning process easier. I purchase those and I'm not complaining about those at all. Now, if you guys use Teachers Pay Teachers, I need to unsubscribe because it's taking my money. But as a teacher, I will do anything in my powers to make sure that my children receive an excellent experience while learning. So I use my money to make my teaching better. But things for the classroom, I don't think we should be dipping in our pockets at all to fund that. So we need resources. We need manipulatives. It is the 21st century. Teachers are not supposed to be using stones to be teaching children how to count. Give them an experience, because then back in Jamaica, there's a saying, they will grow dark, right? We don't want them dark and full. Come on. Expose them to good things, right? Expose the children to things. Expose them to manipulatives that they're really going to see when they get out there into the world to work or just to have an experience. Like, you don't want your child to, go somewhere and they see manipulatives and they're like, I want that, it's kind of back in the days. So we need money and we need resources. We need to be compensated for the things that we purchase to make our classroom print rich, because really and truly, you are grading us on a print rich classroom that you did not provide funding for, or you didn't provide the material for, but you're expecting that it's supposed to look a certain way. I don't know. I don't get it. Somebody explain to me how that works. How do you make that work? How do you find resources, teachers? Tell me, because maybe I don't know. God bless the parents that I've encountered or I've met upon over the past few years. Like, parents, you have been so good to me. I love you so much. I have met parents who call me, Miss Williams, what do you need for your classroom? How can I be of assistance? Can I come and help you to set up your classroom? Parents who come to the school, clean tables, clean desk, organize, buy Christmas trees for the classrooms, just wipes, all those things, all those fancy things that make my work so much easier, and I'm comfortable and my students are comfortable. So thank you so much, parents. Those parents who send me Amazon gift cards to purchase things for the classroom. Woo! You are lovely. All right. But administration and the government, you guys need to really step up, give us the resources that we need to function in the classroom, right? Another point is we need respect and respect from our colleagues, respect from our students, respect from parents, respect from administration. Now, sometimes, honestly, we're not treated fairly. And I'm going to just put it out there that, if you're administration and you evaluate my lessons and you see my strengths and my weaknesses, respect me enough to call me into a meeting and let me know that, hey, Miss Williams, I see that you have faltered here, and your weaknesses are here and your strengths are here. Let me work with you. Give me a timeline and say, let me see the improvements over 2 weeks. Let me see the improvements over 3 weeks. And then as a teacher, I must respect myself so much that I go out, find all the materials needed to improve. If it means taking some courses, do it. Invest in yourself, right? Respect yourself so much that you invest in yourself. And parents, respect us, right? We're doing all that we can to ensure that your child learns. Respect us enough not to talk bad about us in the presence of your child. Sorry. That's probably one of the most dangerous things you can ever do in the presence of your child. That child has no more respect for the teacher after that. And then teaching becomes hard. So respect us enough to have adult conversation with adults and not with your child or with your children, because we hear everything. and it goes the other way. Teachers respect parents. Do not discuss your parents. Do not discuss your parents. Don't discuss their business. Maintain confidentiality, right? And same for administration. Don't discuss your staff with your coworkers. Don't discuss the staff with parents. That's kind of not professional, if you ask me. And the final one, I told you we're going to keep it brief, is the big bummer. Better pay. Teachers want better pay. In some areas, teachers are well paid. In some countries, teachers are well paid. And so kudos to you guys who are making it and you're able to sustain yourself and your family with your salary. Kudos to you. So I'm just going to use the minority and the average salary. Say, for example, a teacher is making 100,000 Jamaican dollars. 100,000 Jamaican dollars is right here. Light bill is 20,000. Water bill is 10,000. Your child's school fee is 50,000. Grocery is 30,000. Transportation is 20,000. Gasoline is 10,000. I could go on and on. Your child's lunch money is 20,000 in transportation, right? Your car repairs, 100,000. What do you notice? You have passed your salary a long time ago, honey. In this decade, in this time, in this century, with inflation and everything, teachers are not making it. right? It's a hand to mouth kind of process going on here. It's a struggle. The struggle is real. Now, while some things might not be applicable to me and it might not be applicable to you, it is the reality of some teachers. Come on. Gone are the days when teaching is just viewed as a service, right? It's not just a service anymore. People have to live. Teachers have to live, right? Teachers have bills just like anybody else. So to consider it to be a service in this age is it's kind of giving me Flintstone kind of vibes, Adam and Eve kind of vibes. Things are not provided for teachers, but free and light bills and those things. Bills are not. They gotta be paid. What are you gonna pay it with? We can't pay those things with love. We love our kids. We love our students. We love our job. We love what we do, but we have to be compensated for it. And I don't see our teacher unions doing much to help us. I don't. Right? But teachers, hang in there. Hang in there, honey. You got this. And at the end of the day, we know that these are things that we want, and we really hope that one day our voices will be heard and we're compensated, we're respected, we're given autonomy and influence. We have opportunities to, partner with parents, stakeholders, and our colleagues. I hope that one day we will get it. We'll get it right. But in the meantime, do not lose your passion for your profession. Ooh, that sounds so good. Do not lose your passion for your profession. Remember why you do this job. It's not for the parents. It's not for the government. It's not for anybody but the students. You're doing this. Invest in them. Build them up. Let them know daily, yo, I love you. I respect you. I want to see you excel. I want to see you do well. Some of these children come from backgrounds where they're not told these things. They're not told that, hey, you're a beautiful person. Children told me that I'm the first person to tell them that they're beautiful. Yeah. So teachers, you have such an influence. Every day you get up and you go into that classroom, you're changing lives. You are supposed to change a life every single day. Plant good seeds, please. Plant good seeds. Let your children know how much you love them. Let them know that they're loved. When they go out there, when they go back to their communities, they're being called all sorts of names, right? Call them princes, call them princess, call them kings, call them queens. Big them up. Men, boys, come on, you got this. You got this. Boost them on. Get them into activities that they enjoy or would enjoy, right? Encourage them. That's what some of them really need, just a little boost, just a little encouragement, just someone to believe in them. So we don't want to put ourselves on the back seat at all and neglect what we want. But at the end of the day, please remember that these children are in need of our service. They're in need of our presence. They're in need of our time. So invest in them. Okay, guys. So these are just a few things that teachers want. If you want some other things, put it in the chat below and let us have a conversation. Let us talk with you. Thank you so much for liking the videos. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for viewing all the time. God bless you from Teach It Your Way.